Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited about today. It's a little bit different. We've so far done mainly Sephardic and lullabies, and we did one session of different medieval music, which was the Libre Vermeil, for those of you who were there a few weeks ago. Um, Today, I wanted to devote the whole session to Hildegard of Bingen. Now, she probably doesn't need introducing to most of you, but in case you don't know much about her, born in 1098 and considered one of the first women composers. There was one in the 9th century called Cassia, but Hildegard is probably the best known one of the early composers. Not just a composer, she wrote her own poems. The lyrics she used for her songs are hers. Painting, and she was a herbalist as well. She knew a lot about herbal remedies and her mystical visions, in which she claimed to receive the living light or direct message from God. And also she bent the rules in a world that was dominated by males in the church. She managed to actually be quite influential. And so anyway, I could talk just for half an hour about her, but the main thing about her music is she herself said that music can heal wounds of the soul. So there is something soothing and uplifting in her music. And I hope that you will enjoy just diving into this. It isn't with Sephardic music and lullabies, we can just use our natural voice. And for this, people may think it has to be done in a more classical way. This song that I've chosen, Studium divinitatis, you don't have to feel that it has to be sung in a classical way. Just sing it with your voice and see how it goes. We will do it very carefully and gently. I will go through it bit by bit, and I thought I'd first play it on the harp, the notes, and then sing it once, and then I will repeat it 3 times for you to sing it 3 times in a row, so that it really enters in before we put then the whole thing together. I'm very excited about this. I hope that you enjoy it, and that you can put in the chat at the end whether you would like to record yourself singing this, where we will, because it's quite free, we will have some way of doing it all at the same time, some kind of metronome going. And if we get a nice recording together with all of you, we might use it before or during, we don't know yet. This will be decided closer to the time when we will do a performance of Claire's concert play Vision. For those of you who haven't seen it or don't know about it, this is about the life of Hildegard. And we will probably at the end of July do a performance or filmed performance online. So if you enjoyed today and if you feel confident to record yourself singing this, please let us know at the end. And then we will decide soon whether that's something we want to include. So let's go straight in there. The first phrase, I will just do as far as studium on your, I hope you all have a score. Even if you don't read music, this may be helpful for the distribution of syllables so that you know how many notes get which syllable. So I will play it on the harp first. Studium. Let's sing that 3 times. Studium. 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 Now, as far as divinitatis. Divinitatis. Let's do that 3 times. Divinitatis. good at counting while I'm doing this. So if I'm doing one more than I said, just repeat it with me. So let's do that whole line. Studium divinitatis and Studium divinitatis. Let's do that one more time. Studium divinitatis. Now the next one, we go as far as laudibus. So we on your score, I don't know, Claire, is the score like the one I first had in terms of notes on the line? You don't know? Okay, I won't refer. Okay. Right. Okay, that seems to be, Michael is showing me the one that I put up first. Okay, good. So we will do now as far as in laudibus. Okay, so here it goes. Here's the harp first. So here it is. In laudibus. So that seems a bit more complicated. Don't worry, we'll do it now 3 times. In laudibus. Once more. In laudibus. And in laudibus. And now, excelsis. I'm not going to do the whole thing. So I will do only from the syllable X with its 2 notes, and then 4 more notes of cell. So this is how far we'll go. So it will be. So this is easy. Excel, 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 excel. I do the next bit. Let's do from X again. Excel. So I do for you that you can breathe is where I divided this word. So we do as far as the first 4 notes of tse. Exhale, breathe. Let's do that again. Exhale. Z's. So those 3, we're adding now the Z's of excelsis. We do the German Latin, I think, yes. So not excelsis, let's do excelsis, excelsis. So here we go. Excelsis. I think we need to do that again. The whole excelsis now. Excelsis. So, the next bit I will do before we go back to the beginning. The next bit is not difficult. I play it on the harp. don't know how many we've done, so let's give it one more. Osculum pacis. So, right. So let's go back to the beginning and do the first line twice. Studium divinitatis. Let's do that twice. Our first note is this. I'll play once. I played once to remind you. Let's do that. And Studium divinitatis. Let's do that again. So there is naturally a breath where I divided the phrase. I think in the end, once you know it well, you can probably do this first line without breathing. I just think for now, I don't want people to feel there's a shortage of breath. You know, it's enough to think about the words, the music, how it goes, because we don't have a bar line, so there's no rhythm as such, which can be, when you're not used to it, it can feel a bit weird, a bit like I'm lost and I don't know where I am. Once you know this well and practice it, there will be a rhythm will emerge naturally. I mean, there are many ways of singing this music. Maybe you have listened to recordings, quite well-known ones, where it is quite strict. It's adhering to a certain length of each note. And then there are other versions where it is very free, where we can actually bend and twist and lengthen the notes as we like. So there is no rule, there is no way of saying this is how it should be done, this is how it was done. But one thing I can say is, if you sing this a lot, and I hope you will, to yourself, you will find a way of, it will emerge by itself, how you do the rhythm, how one note may be a bit longer, a bit shorter. This is something you can play with. Okay, enough talking. Let's do this first line again, only until divinitatis. So here's the first note. And Studium divinitatis. Right, so let's do let's do in laudibus, only as far as that. I will play it on the harp again. So here we go. It's a bit higher. So take a nice breath and feel everything. The spaces are open here. If you're tired, think that behind the eyes and here it's all opening up. Here we go. In laudibus. So let's do that once more. In laudibus. And here we will breathe again. I hope you can do this whole phrase in one, even now that we're still learning it. If not, if you feel you can't, then before laudibus might be a good moment as well. So you could do in laudibus. No problem. You know, that it will still sound very nice. So one last time, and we will go on to excelsis. Okay. In laudibus excelsis. So this is a long phrase. So for sure we will, for now, do the breath after the first four notes of tse, tsel, but we're not singing the L there. So let's do that phrase one more time on the harp. from the beginning now. From Studium and Studium divinitatis in laudibus excelsis and osculum pacis. Once more that last phrase. Osculum pacis. Okay, so I hope that's getting a bit better, bit by bit. I'm trying to have the notes fairly even, but I myself can't resist already doing bits of bending, and so I hope I hope that doesn't throw you. But I think we should try now as a discipline thing, do it once more from the beginning to here, trying to do the notes as evenly as possible and forgetting any musical impulse for now, just to for you to be relaxed that I'm not going to suddenly do one note longer than another. So let's try that again. Here's the first note, and we're going to do it as evenly as possible. And Studium divinitatis in laudibus excelsis osculum pacis. So it's beautiful even then. I think it works either way. One can be very even, and it can still be it can be beautiful as well. So why don't you tell us in the chat what you prefer, a more free way and going along with where the music takes you, or being quite even? So let's go on to the second half. Ursula. Which will be Ursula. Let's do that together 3 times. Ursula. Again. Ursula. Ursula. Virgini, virgini, virgini. The whole thing, Ursula Virgini. Ursula Virgini. So I leave about 1 note's rest for the breath. Yeah, so let's do that again. Ursula Virgini. Ursula Virgini. Ursula Virgini. Right, so the next bit, I can hardly play on this harp because I need a B flat all of a sudden. And the Gothic harp, you have to do the sharps and flats by pressing the pressing the string, and it doesn't always come out very clean. Some harpists even have given up of doing that altogether, but I'll show you. You see, it's not very in tune, but this is how this phrase goes. Cum turba sua, cum Once more. Cum turba sua. So the whole thing now. Ursula virgini cum turba sua. So here we go. This is our first note. Ursula virgini cum turba sua. So I did this without breathing. If you feel you need to, before Zua is a moment, but do a very quick one. That's something we don't have too much time now to address. Breathing, when we need to do a very quick breath, we should try not to grasp the air, not to do anything like that, but more release the belly so that the air can come in quickly. If you can just, if it is like in the middle of a phrase and you want to have a quick breath, just I will talk I will make another video about this. But for now, just when you do a breath that is without any effort, that just release something in the belly, let the belly come out, then you can do a split-second breath that will be helpful in this case. So let's do the whole thing. Ursula virgini cum turba sua. And Ursula virgini cum turba sua. Good. So now the next phrase, I play it on the harp, it will be in omnibus. Let's sing it once. In omnibus. And once more. In omnibus. In omnibus. In omnibus. Last time. In omnibus. Populis. 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 And let's do in omnibus populis together, because that really belongs together. But we still need to breathe. So use the S of omnibus to do that release with the belly I mentioned. So when you do omnibus, this helps to connect you to the belly and have a quick breath in. And if you don't need one, even better, so that you can do the whole phrase of in omnibus populis. Quite long though, so only try that if you are really happy with your breathing. So otherwise, we breathe after omnibus populis. I'll give a little bit of time for that. Okay, let's do the whole phrase in omnibus. In omnibus populis. And the final phrase. I know I'm slowing down a lot. I think it just feels like that. And we've got that double note. I meant to talk about that. We have it somewhere in line 2. There is one of those. Again, people have different opinions about these. Some say that it just means the note is longer. Some will even sing it a little bit twice. There are different theories. Let's go with the making it longer for us here. So let's do the whole bottom line. In omnibus, breath. Populis, breath. Dedit, with a little bit of a ritardando at the end, and definitely the penultimate note a bit longer. So, in omnibus, here we go. In omnibus populis Wonderful. We've gone through a whole thing. I hope it wasn't too hard and that you really enjoyed it. Now we're going to put the whole thing together. Let's do the whole thing. I will try to be as even with it as possible. Can't promise that I won't do the odd something. But I will try to stick to this so that you can follow easily. And then after that, we can do a version where it is more free and where I even put some harp in so that you see what it could be like at the end. I will do this as an intro, the notes of Studium. And Studium divinitatis in laudibus excelsi osculum pacis Ursula virgini cum turba in omnibus populis Great. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's do one version. Try to follow me where I go a little bit more, not completely wild, but a little bit more, a few rubati here and there. Okay. I will do my intro again. Studium divinitatis in laudibus excelsis osculum pacis Ursula virgini cum turba in omnibus populis Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed that. So this was just to show you that I wanted to do this last version to show you that when you sing it for yourself, really feel free with it. You know, go with how you feel the phrases are, how the words are, with the which syllables are less important. Where, for example, it goes up on divinitatis, but of course it's divinitatis. So the last note, just because we're going up, shouldn't suddenly stick out. So we will have divinitatis, for example. You know, so go with where that is taking you. And the only thing is, if you are all up for doing a recording, which I would personally be very keen on, then we're going to have to be very strict, and we'll find a way. We'll instruct you how to do that with a kind of metronome, and where we leave a little moment of break. When, like I said before, the breathing spaces will be probably as long as one note, and so on. We will give instructions for that. So thanks for going on this little adventure with me. I'm really happy. I hope you are. Let us know. And that's all from me. I just wanted to mention before we go, I hope you're following our tune tag, our daily tune tag. We've got big variety. Sometimes it's song, sometimes instrumental. Claire and I will do, I believe it's Sunday, we will do our first duet, so which is a challenge in itself, because we're so used to being together and breathing together. And I said many times, I can turn my back to Claire when we're performing, and I know when she will come in. We can be very together now. And so this is a different challenge, doing a duet in isolation, but even that I think can be done. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, get all the information. Claire, if there's anything else.
Just to remind you, do join us, do fill in our survey. We really, really want to know what you want from us, because obviously life is changing now a little bit, and we want to know, is this still the right time for you? Also, as we start doing more of these participative performances, when is the good evening? Which is the good evening? Are you going August? Is that a bad time? We'd love your feedback, because we want as many people to participate as possible, and we are finding our way in this brave new world, and your feedback will really, really help us. So please fill that in to help us. Also to say, do also give us any suggestions if you want to for pieces that you'd like to do at the future. We'll try and accommodate them. We've done a few already from people. Let us know, you know, if you've got any thoughts about that. And also to say about our competition, we have a winner, Julian, who we're thrilled to announce. Julian's there. Hello, Julian. Well done. But we also, so his piece will be recorded on the 27th of June by Ariane. This is the missing song in the 7-song song cycle by Martin Kodash, a medieval song cycle, arguably the earliest song cycle in existence. So that's brilliant. But we also had 4 other entries that we really loved, and so we are going to, Ariane and I are going to share them out. We're going to do 2 each. So in the next 2 sing-along concerts, we will be doing those. We haven't quite worked out which is when, but quite a few of our regulars are featured in that. Helen and Tony and Michael and Paul, all people who came up with brilliant ideas that we loved, and so we will be sharing those as well. So well done, everybody. Really thrilled that we can complete the song cycle. So that's quite an exciting thing to do. So thank you for helping us with that. Is that everything? Have I forgotten anything?
Yes, that is everything.
Brilliant. Keep singing. We'll see you next week.
I will I maybe just add to that because we haven't decided when we'll do which songs, but next week is going to be Sephardic again. We want to maintain the rhythm of doing various medieval, which was today. So we did already the Liber Verme. Today it was Hildegard. Next time I don't know yet. I will decide. Maybe another Hildegard. Depends on how much you enjoyed this. And so we do a medieval, then we go back to Sephardic, then we will have our mini concert, and then we do lullabies again, and then we will go back. So it is a rhythm of 4 different sessions really, but we do always we do the recital after 2. So just to say, next week will be Sephardic again, and you will have a recording of that by Monday.
Yeah.
And I wanted to also thank everyone for sending in the melodies. I was very thrilled with the result. I've been trying myself to find a melody for this one for years, and it has never been as good as the entries that we've received. So I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to perform some of them. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. We didn't agree on a piece to do, but shall we do the first line of the Hildegard all together with mics off for anybody? Mics
Oh,
off.
yes. Okay.
So
whoever doesn't want the chaos.
for anyone who wants it for chaos, we didn't practice that. That's the one thing we forgot to talk about, Ariane.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do the first line, shall we? All together.
Yes.
So are you ready?
Are you ready to unmute?
You should be able to unmute now. So unmute yourself if you'd like to sing along.
Here is the first note. Stu. And you can also hold the note at any point. Like I will do that now. Studium.
All together and Studium.
Bravo, Margaret. That sounded wonderful. I want to hear more. Studium. Great.
Excellent. Keep
Wonderful.
singing. We did Hildegard. Ariane, I have to take my hat off to you. It's really something to teach Hildegard on Zoom when you can't actually hear anybody. So really well done.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Thank you. I'm really thrilled to hear people, and it gives me courage. It encourages me to believe that we should do a recording with people. So please let us know if you're up for that. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
We look forward to seeing you again. Bye.
Bye. Bye.